Hey guys, it's Ash here with WatchMojo, and these are the top 20 binge-worthy anime of the century so far. For this list, we're going to be looking at the best anime that leave you whispering to yourself, just one more, at the end of every episode. Did we forget to mention a series that kept you up all night watching? Let us know in the comments. And as always, if there's an anime list you want to see, go to my Twitter at AshJBo and let me know. Number 20, Akudama Drive. Channeling the madness of Danganronpa with the trappings of a Tarantino flick, Akudama Drive is the best kind of crazy. Revolving around highly skilled criminals, all of whom find themselves roped into taking on a dangerous job in exchange for some serious money, as well as their own lives. Naturally, everything goes wrong, with betrayal, death, and wacky sci-fi twists spilling in every step of the way. Even if you regard it as style over substance, there's a lot of fun to be had here with Swindler and the gang. Number 19, Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba. Its popularity by this point is only matched by how bingeable it is. Following the slaughter of his family and his sister's conversion to demon, Tanjiro joins the Demon Slayer Corps in the hope of seeking a cure. The breathtaking art style and epic scale of its battles have cemented it as a modern great, with its shonen storytelling allowing anybody to easily spiral down the rabbit hole. Between its arcs and record-breaking movie, it's clear Demon Slayer fever is going to be sticking around for the long haul. Number 18, Recovery of an MMO Junkie. You can finish it in a single day, so what are you waiting for?
Log in.
Falling into a midlife crisis, Moriko decides to quit her successful job and throw all her time into an MMORPG. She soon meets another player and begins to grow attached, not realizing she may know them in real life. Heartwarming and adorable in every capacity, MMO Junkie tells a very relatable story about pursuing your passion even against societal pressure and the good and bad that come with it, and how anybody can find a little love along the way. Number 17, Odd Taxi. Exquisitely written doesn't even come close.
でもあれ別撮りだからブルース・スプリングスティーンの方が先。
お前ブルース・スプリングスティーンの五感に酔ってるよな。
言いたいだろブルース・スプリングスティーン。
Part mystery thriller, part meditation on Japanese culture as a whole, the series focuses on a middle-aged cab driver who gets tangled up in the aftermath of a murder, with many of the key players just happening to end up in the back seat of his cab.
ああ、どちらも。
Oh yeah, and he's also a walrus. The anthropomorphic edge might get some getting used to, but the snappiness and wit of its dialogue will have you entrenched before you know it. Number 16, The 7 Deadly Sins. If binging the show was a sin, we don't want to be right. After Princess Elizabeth's kingdom is taken over, she seeks out the might of the Seven Deadly Sins, legendary warriors who were once framed, to help her take back her homeland from the traitorous Holy Knights. Not shying away from its sillier elements, there's plenty of fun to be had here, between the Sins' individual quirks, personal journeys, and some great magical fights. Plus, you gotta watch it for Escanor alone. Number 15, Fate Zero. If you need a place to start your descent into the Fateverse, we'd recommend this as a jumping off point. It tells the tale of the Fourth Holy Grail War, a tournament where aspiring mages summon historical warriors to compete in a series of death matches to have their wish granted. The word convoluted might get thrown around a fair bit regarding this prequel, but the exceptional animation, wide variety of mythical and ancient characters, and use of magic still paint it as one of the must-watch fantasies. Number 14, The Disastrous Life of Psyche K. Quirky, crazy, and outright hilarious, Psyche K's day-to-day antics are a train wreck that we can't stop watching.
外野へパスして内野に仲間が増えれば僕の印象も薄まる。ただ届かなかったら困るから気持ち強めに。
Blessed with psychic powers that he deems a curse, Psyche struggles to lead a normal life, but repeatedly runs into problems, mostly due to the rest of the normal yet equally outrageous cast.
こいつが分かったぜ、これなら楽勝だ。何も変わってない。バカ野郎、足を使うんだよ。腰を密着させ。おう。
The fourth wall breaking, fast pace of the jokes, and Psyche's very own deadpan style of narration ensures that you'll be laughing your antenna off before long.
腹減ったからラーメン行こうぜ。
これはとんでもないことをしてしまったんじゃ。
Number 13, Devilman Crybaby. Insanity, tears, chaos, mesh it all together and you've got the crown jewel in the Netflix anime catalog. When demons start to spill out into human society, former wimp Akira unwittingly fuses with one, and in doing so attempts to save those he loves while struggling with his own dark desires.
俺はデビルマン。人の命を奪う者を許しはしない。
The animation feels like something close to a psychedelic trip with its vibrant colors, bizarre scenery, and crazy runs, none of which takes away from just how heart-wrenching and despair-inducing this series can be at the best of times. And you'll still be happy for the ride.
この手で悪魔どもをぶっ潰してやる。
Number 12, One Punch Man. A premise so simple it's almost beautiful. Deconstructing and taking jabs at the superhero trope, the story follows the exploits of the titular One Punch Man, Saitama, a man so strong that everything he punches is wiped out in only one hit.
俺の町に落ちてんじゃねえ
And that's basically it. Despite being surrounded by all kinds of S-tier heroes, villains, and everything in between, nothing comes close to the strength of Saitama's fists. This not only makes for incredible action, but some stellar comedy, one that will have you drawn in all the way to that out-of-this-world final boss fight. Number 11, Kuroko's Basketball. Trading in vicious battles for hype basketball matches, this is the sports anime that even the casuals will adore.
ここでやらなきゃいつやるんだよ
Eager to help his new team become the best in the country, basketball prodigy Kuroko lends his skill to Seiren, whilst competing against his former teammates for the championship.
みんなと戦うんだ
While not afraid to dip into some anime logic from time to time, for the most part this is a riveting example of how sports, character growth, and anime are a match made in heaven. Number 10, Kill la Kill. As erotic as it is action-packed, Kill la Kill is quintessential studio trigger, firing on all cylinders with their outlandish sense of humor and ridiculously awesome fights. Following the tale of Ryoko and her quest to find vengeance for her father, Kill la Kill has sentient costumes, fan service, slice of life, and so much more. Managing to toe the line between some serious topics and a light-hearted presentation, the series is compelling no matter which aspect of its crazy spectrum it's tackling. This is the anime that gave us Satsuki. It deserves your allegiance.
この桐生にsatsuki、我が野望成就のためならば、天下に乳房を晒そうと、恥もなければひるみもない。我が行動に一点の曇りなし。
Number 9, Erased. Time travel and murder mysteries are apparently made for each other, especially when they're layered together this magnificently. After being inexplicably transported back in time to when he was an elementary schooler, Satoru tasks himself with preventing the kidnapping and killings of his classmates, as well as uncovering the madman behind it.
お前と友達になりたいんだ。友達。じゃあ、私のために人を殺せる。
Unwavering in its exploration of both human failings and human compassion, Erased will thrill you from the beginning to end. Fair warning, have someone close by to hug. This shit gets way too real, way too quickly. Number 8, Mushoku Tensei, Jobless Reincarnation. The isekai that started it all, and one in dire need of your attention. Starting off life as a depressed, wasteful layabout, Rudius is given a literal second chance at life in a world where magic and monsters are commonplace. While the fantastical elements of the series are enjoyable on every level, its true heart lies in Rudy's redemption and how he slowly learns to become a better person whilst accepting his flaws.
今日は寂しい気持ちなので、エッチなことをしちゃうかもしれませんよ。
ちょっとぐらいならいいわよ。
How something can be so heartwarming, savage, sleazy, and eloquent at the same time is beyond us, but the Mad Lads accomplished it all the same. Number 7, Jujutsu Kaisen. Swiftly establishing itself as this generation's must-watch shonen, this series takes all the tropes you love, adds on an extra layer of darkness, and comes out swinging.
無料空所
After being bonded to a demonic entity, hard-headed yet lovable Itadori becomes a Jujutsu sorcerer, with the intention of wiping out curses and ensuring the beast inside him remains sealed. What would be narrative pitfalls for lesser series excels here, from its magic system, its resonant OP character, and its own particular brand of tragedy. Watch this space because this is gonna get even better. Number 6, Made in Abyss. A work of art that loves nothing more than to strangle your soul, Made in Abyss is as bingeable as it is sadistic in the way in which it presents a captivating story with wholly innocent characters, who were forced to contend with both monsters and men of the worst kind.
王政へようこそメグ。
Alongside her cyborg companion, optimistic cave dweller Riko chooses to dive to the bottom of the chasm known as the Abyss in search of her missing mother, in a journey that not only contains wondrous sights, but sinister forces all too happy to unmake them. Beautiful and blisteringly painful to watch at all times, it's a trek that demands your attention, even if you want to turn away.
何にも見えないふりしてよ。この手で何にも。
Number 5, Higurashi When They Cry franchise. A horror show masquerading as a slice of life. When a new student arrives to a new town with the hope of enjoying a new life, he soon finds out that there's something wicked afoot, a curse that loves nothing more than to loop time, just so it can present new opportunities for the cast to lose their minds and try to rip each other apart. Yep, it's one of those anime.
あったんだやっぱり
Hardcore yet engrossing, it takes a while to get to the long-sought good ending, but seeing so many versions of the same characters try to fight their way out of the worst kind of situations is still entertaining nonetheless. Number 4, Kaiji. Shows based on death games are all the rage these days, with this being yet another classic example of why getting into debt is a terrifying thing.
落ち着けみんな
すみませんでした全部俺が悪かった
Desperate to overcome his financial hellhole, eternal loser Kaiji finds himself drawn into various games of life and death, all for the chance to earn that much-needed green.
そこをなんとかバラ売りで
He may be an idiot, but Kaiji's quick-wittedness in the heat of the moment always makes for a riveting watch, especially with all the craziness tossed his way.
つらない
Number 3, Hunter x Hunter. Dreaming of finding his absentee father, Gon makes the fateful decision to become a hunter, and in doing so would helm what many would consider to be the best shonen experience to date. The ingredients are all here. A fantastic tournament arc, foes with staggering complexities, fight scenes that put its contemporaries to shame, an endearing cast constantly challenged by the world around them. It just keeps going.
無慈悲の方向である
The ride to reach the end is so good that it won't even matter that a continuation seems increasingly unlikely. Number 2, Attack on Titan. Giant monsters, giant walls, and one angry youngster vowing to tear it all down. One of the century's most explosive and enthralling anime experiences, Eren Yeager and the Survey Corps' mission to wipe out the Titans might sound like standard fare, but the series has quickly proven itself to be a master at subversive narratives and phenomenal world building. There's never been a better time to dive in and see just what the hell everyone is talking about. You know, if you're one of the 2 anime fans out there that hasn't taken the plunge yet, you certainly won't regret it. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. The second iteration of the Elrics and their journey to find the Philosopher's Stone is generally agreed to be one of the greatest anime ever created, and it also proudly wears the crown of being the most binge-worthy, even with such a meaty episode count. Committing a terrible mistake whilst trying to bring back their deceased mother through the power of alchemy, Edward and Alphonse's journey to reclaim what they've lost is staggering in scope and effortless in execution. Brotherhood is no slouch when it comes to its brawls, but it shines brighter than most when it comes to the introspection of its leads. No matter how you look at it, it's the best anime has to offer. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.